I'm not ready.
Good morning, friends and family. It is Saturday. We're doing a rewind. So we're going to do UFC 229 rewind stream. We're revisiting that experience. I'm not going to go too much into it because Ryan hasn't seen it, so it's going to be great. I'm going to let you do your blurb and then I'll continue on the info stream. So, Ryan, you go.
How are you feeling I have an inkling, but I did see the thumbnail for this video. I'm fairly confident what's gonna happen here. I could be wrong, but I do have a. I think it's kind of based on something I said on Thursday that gives me the impression that this is what I think it is. So let's see.
Cool. So we're not doing the whole entire card because if we did the whole entire card, it would be 3.5 hours long. Too far. We're doing 3 fights from 322, 229. Holy, it's too many numbers. UFC 229 was held in October 6th, on October 6th, 2018, at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It was one of the highest selling pay-per-view events of UFC history, headlined by Khabib, who was the lightweight title fighter, whatever. Or are they fighting for the title? Whatever. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor, who's Conor McGregoring right now. Yeehaw. And then we're watching 2 more fights that I'm just, we'll see. You'll see. So I think Ryan's not prepared for those guys, and I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm pretty. Yeah, I have a good inkling of what's happening. Let's watch and find
out. Okay, so we're starting at 42-14, and the...
Oh, 42-14. You said 24. Oh, give me a sec.
I can't with it's too early in the morning for numbers for me. Oh, and we were gonna play this. Oh, shit. Okay, well, too late.
42-14. Let me know if you hear my TV. I'll turn it down.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm paused at 42-14.
Okay. Is it too loud again? My game is making noise again. I try to turn it down every time. It doesn't. No, because I turn down the volume so that we can stream, so it's not like over the stream. And yes, we are still continuing to learn, so just
forgive us.
Deal with it.
Mostly forgive. Blame her.
It's also UFC 314 today. That's happening at night. Yeah, where?
You know what? I might just watch.
Yeehaw! Yeah, I wish you were up here because we would definitely go out and do the thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah.
My roommate's a big UFC guy. He bets on it and everything. So I might just get a seat, watch along.
I'm so fucking jealous of you guys. I want to be in Toronto. Okay, yeah, 242, or sorry, 42-14?
Yep, good to go.
Yeehaw. Let's do it. So you do countdown. This is, hold on. This is, well, they're gonna tell you who it is, but this is one of my favorite fighters. Okay, go. Count.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, she's going.
Looks like some good ice cream.
There we go.
Really wanted to show me the EasyJet ad?
Yeah, it's the easiest place to stop for me.
Okay.
But absolutely, just in case he's, Oh, contains violence, guys. This contains violence.
Oh, turn it off.
18 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexander Volkov versus Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis makes me happy.
The weigh-ins are always so funny to me. The weigh-ins are always so funny to me.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so, like, phony, man. Like, get out of here. I'm sorry. That was, like...
Just you wait.
What am I waiting for?
You'll see.
Where's T-Mobile Arena again?
Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Right.
Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm so excited. Look at it being adorable. I know I call everybody adorable, but I want an action figure of Derrick Lewis.
Like, I just don't get the adorable, like, reference.
Cause they're so
Like the system.
so scrunchy. They're trying so hard. What's your definition of adorable?
Anything.
It's like
is adorable.
a penguin is adorable. A puppy's adorable. Pipples.
But like,
Pipples are adorable. Yeah, but okay, like a pitbull is like a big, chunky doge, right? And then they got that big old face. Adorable.
But how does that like translate to a UFC fighter?
Because they're like pit bulls. They're like big old doges. They're there to fuck you up, but if you pat them on the head, they'll make the big eyes. And
I don't think that's how they're gonna react if I pat them on the head. They're like, you think I'm a little kid?
Have you ever patted a UFC fighter on the head? I haven't patted a UFC fighter on the head yet.
No, but like I don't need to jump in the tiger's cage to know how that's gonna end up if I do.
I don't know. I've had different experiences. I find that if you're nice to people, people are generally nice to you back, even if they're...
But like patting a UFC fighter on the head. Like, good job, little boy.
You've never wanted to pat a UFC fighter on the head?
Never.
Every time they win a belt, I'm like, yeah, good for you.
You know what, they might let you do it, but
Go
like,
away.
I'm getting shot.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll test that theory.
That's a video.
Perfect. It's good content.
Comparing the reaction to patting UFC fighters on the head.
It could be fun.
Walk over with a broken jaw, a black eye, freaking torn up ACL.
I'm just happy in the corner. I don't know.
You're leaving with them.
It'll be fun. I promise it'll be fun.
For you.
For me. Maybe not for you. I'd like to see the alternative option as to what happens. Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, so I'm just the crash test dummy.
Yeah. One of those punching bag dummies. I really want one of those at my house. It'll be fun.
Just invite me over if I'm apparently one.
What do you think so far of these two?
Who's he facing again? I was more like mind blown for what you have just been talking about for 3 minutes. I wasn't paying attention.
Alexander Volkov, Russia. I missed his stats. Versus Derrick Lewis. States.
I want to say I like Derrick Lewis more.
They are heavyweight fighters, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. He seems like he's really tall. And the other guy seems pretty... I feel like he's shorter, but he's like big. Yeah, I like this guy.
Can I switch stances? Is that a thing? No, probably not.
Playing a UFC game.
Yeah, I am.
Oh. He didn't even hit with that uppercut. It looks scary.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
No, I want this guy to win.
Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, I love him.
That was so Randy Orton.
I know, right? I just want to watch him lift shit.
I'm like 99% confident that was inspired by Randy Orton. Like what the taunt he just did there.
Hmm. Do you have anything fun for Saturday?
Fun?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do something with my taxes. That's not really fun. And then I'm gonna go to the gym.
Did you say
I might
taxes?
actually watch the yeah, taxes. I'm a little late, I know.
Nice. Fucking tax season for all the adults. Cool.
Yeah.
Is it warm?
I think it was colder yesterday, but I haven't been outside.
Mm.
That's why I got home yesterday. I literally just like took a few edibles and like plummeted into my bed. I was so tired. It's been a long week.
That sounds fun.
Oh wow, I thought he was so much shorter than 6'3", but like I guess compared to
Yeah,
him,
33-29, 6'3" versus 6'7", 265 versus 251, and 79-inch reach versus
heavyweight is
80.
like I know heavyweight obviously has like a wider like gap.
Yeah,
I
because
know like typically weight classes are like 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Are they? Let's look it up.
5 to 10. See, this guy feels like he'd be a glass cannon.
Volkov?
Yeah, I'm like that's just the impression I get. His
I feel like,
confidence feels fake to me.
yeah, I feel like against,
This guy like really looks like he'll kill you.
yeah, against Derrick, like, I feel like it's just like, yeah, he's just smaller there. Yeah, they're like 10 pounds up until 10, 15-ish pounds up until heavyweight, and heavyweight, light heavyweight is the upper limit is 205, and then heavyweight limit is 265, so that's like a 60-pound gap. I imagine if somebody's like short and not full, they would get eaten alive very quickly. He's like, why is my sound not working? Because you're not on YouTube. Oh, motherfucker, Jesus Christ. I really didn't want to go out today. I was like, I'm gonna stay in and I'm just not gonna do anything. I'm gonna watch it on ESPN and blah 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 blah. But then every single time UFC comes around, I'm just like, nah, just kidding. I love this. I want to go.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think I'm actually gonna watch tonight, but I gotta take care of a few things.
Yeah.
Adult stuff. Oh.
It's fun. It's fun to go out. It's nice to go out like in a group. I kind of go just by myself sometimes, or especially when I was like doing like content for it.
What the hell is that?
This. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's my smoothie. I'm drinking my smoothie. It's morning time.
Oh, I was like, what the hell happened?
It's a blender. I apologize.
Oh, what?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wow, he got it.
Spicy, spicy. Oh, jeez. He's got these massive hands, though, that, like...
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fly through. You're like, jeez.
That's like, oh, what? He's clapping him.
Jeez, boy. Yep. It's the way she goes. Oh.
What happened? Oh, he got him in the eye, I think.
Oh, spice.
I think he got him in the eye.
If it's like really in his eye, yeah, okay, there we go. They should call it for a minute. Yeah. When they get him in the eye or the sack. They're getting too bloody. Don't want to upset YouTube. time. I like his tattoo though.
I don't know if I like Derrick Lewis anymore.
Why?
I just didn't. I thought that was like. I don't know how to. I don't want to say pussy because I can't call any UFC fighter a pussy. But I just. I'm sorry. Like no UFC fighter in the world is a pussy. Like that's the end of that conversation.
I was gonna say, like, careful while calling Derrick Lewis a pussy. He will eat you. And
I just.
respectfully, of course.
I didn't like that move he just pulled. It just felt like phony to me.
Mm. What was that one again? This. No. What's the overhand one though?
Oh.
Oh boy. That looks spicy. He's okay though. See, there's no, like, he's not cutting off his face. Like, yeah, he's in a weird position. Also, if somebody has, like, really strong thighs, they can squeeze you. Yeah, see. But then you, like, fuck shit up. Yeah.
You can just walk him here and, like, not...
Oh, big elbows. Yikesies. Jesus Christ. Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Just gotta get one little leg kick at the end there.
Yeehaw.
Like, what the heck was that supposed to do?
Well, because you also have to, like, keep doing stuff, right? Like, you can't just stand there, especially when they're in that position, when, like, one of them is on the ground and the other one's standing above him. Like, if they just stop moving, the ref will...
The last, like, second of the fight he did that.
Yeah, but, like, they still have to... Because they also get points, right? For everything that they do. Yeah, like, because that's how you score, like, the like, unanimous ones, or the split decision.
Points don't carry over into the next round, right? Like, he has to recognize that he did not win the fight.
No, but regardless, because it's like the next round he could do, any one of them could do better, and so, like, if because there's three rounds, right? So if he loses the first round and he does really well in the second round and he does really well in the third round, or like whatever denomination, you want as many shots and, like, points, because they're still, like, this is a sport, right? They're still scoring points and whatever, and so it's like, you know, let's say he did really shitty on one round, either one of them, and he, like, lands that last extra point, it could be the thing that puts him above. So you want to put as many, even if you're losing, even if you're whatever, you want to get just as many shots as you can in, because you just never know what the fuck is going to happen, and it might be the thing that puts you, like, above your opponent in a decision.
So people sitting there, like, counting, like, strikes?
Who?
They had, like, people, like, basically, like, tallying strikes.
Yeah, so you have your corner teams. There's coaches in the corner. You can see them sort of. There's media around the octagon itself. There's a bunch of media, and then you have judges that are sitting in the like. There's several of them, and then you have.
They started last round.
Huh?
Yeah, I think Derrick Lewis is gas.
Yeah.
Go on.
But yeah, they all have corner. There's like 3 people in there each corner that coach them and tell them what they're up to, or, like, advise, basically.
Right, but, like, who's tallying the points?
Who's counting the points? The judges count the points. Yeah. So the
so
judges.
People, like, sitting there counting as many strikes as they get.
Yeah, they're split up by, like, body, head, and torso, I think. In the newer ones, or maybe, like, it'll come up now as well too at some point, but in the newer ones it comes up very often, usually at the beginning of the round. There's, like, a little pop out that comes up and it says how many strikes each fighter has landed to the other person and like where, and then based on those you will have the judges scoring it if there's no like TKO or like doctor stoppage or submission, right? Like the obvious suspects.
Right.
That like he won because the guy is unconscious. Like.
Well, of course, that's just ends right there.
Yeah, but if it's not, we'll watch one of those. It's just that sometimes I take those guys out because it's like it's just not. It's just two dudes like hitting. It's fun still. It's just not fun as these situations. It's just two dudes like hitting each other for 3 rounds, like just point for point. You're like, okay. Well,
Rocks, man.
no, he's a spicy boy.
You can tell. I don't think he's like
Look at him! Look at him! Don't you just want to squish him? He's adorable. I wish they made like Derrick Lewis. They should make Derrick Lewis balloons or like those like stuffed dolls, you know, like Paulo Costa got of the like Secret Juice doll.
Derrick Lewis balloons.
Or dolls again, or those stuffy animals.
Don't they have action figures?
Or action figures. I'm really on board. I'm so on board for UFC action figures.
Money left on the table, but they don't.
I know, right? What is that? Yeah, I know they don't make the action figures, and then there's like all the Studio Ghibli stuff that came up. I don't know. They probably do, but I haven't.
That's a lot of money left on the table. That's ridiculous if they don't. I've never actually. I have to have seen one. No, I think they do.
They must, but I don't know. I don't fucking know. We should go through the UFC store and see what they sell.
Probably like screaming at the TV.
You guys are stupid. Sorry, friends.
I collected a lot of wrestling action figures. I'm pretty sure I saw like UFC action figures. That was when I was much younger though.
Interesting.
So I'm pretty confident they have UFC ones.
Yeah, there's like a store around here that does.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems ridiculous if not.
We wanted to do this.
Oh.
A and B.
This guy's like he's like a windmill. The way he strikes.
Volkov or Lewis?
Lewis.
I usually do go for Russian fighters too. It means specific. It depends. It depends on the fighter. Depends. It depends on the fighter. But obviously they rank pretty high up on my favorites list too. States is iffy out there depending on the fighter again. But in this case, Lewis does. In fact, he's. We'll get there. But Lewis is a fan favorite because of this fight. It's a lot of fun.
Really?
Mm.
Really?
You'll see.
I'm more rooting for the other guy at this point. Oh well, you just spoiled the ending.
I'm sorry. Well, actually, it's not. It's not. It's not the fight. It's not the fight. It's not the fight that makes it. You'll see. So we can.
What?
You'll see. I don't know, man. I don't know. I told you there's a lot of drama here. Did he just lose his mouth guard? No, put it back in your face. Fuck my mouth guard. It's like y'all can punch each other in the face, but what you can't do is break your teeth.
I mean, Spence is probably pissed. He's like, I made so much money there.
Oh yes, Dana loses many years during this card.
Really?
Yeah. Sad boy. That's a cool ice holder. Okay. Well, that didn't. I see. Man, that's so many fucking finger moves to operate at once. Finger moves to operate.
Oh.
Spice.
Why?
How does he do the
Why
back
did he want
fist? Riha.
Is this a... No, this is not a title match. It's only 3 rounds.
No, this is the beginning. Pretty sure this is actually this is one of the first cards, right? Volkov's doing really good though.
Oh. Oh.
Jeez.
Oh.
That's wild. Excuse me. I'm all day this morning.
You're always grabbing his eye.
I'm like, I can't tell what that strategy there is. Is just have the shit beat out of you?
Yeah, I feel like Volkov's won all 3 rounds. He really needs like a knockout or submission.
Yeah. T-Mobile Arena. They hold UFC stuff at T-Mobile too, right? Or WWE stuff?
I think so. I've definitely heard of the arena before.
Cool. UFC 3. Yeah, see those dudes in the... Or is that announcers? Like, I'm pretty sure that's a judge. Guy looks like a judge. Looks judgy.
Oh.
Looks like he's judging. Fuck shit up, big boy.
Lewis is gonna have to end this year.
We shall see.
If Lewis wins with 5 decisions, that's ridiculous.
We'll find out.
Oh. Oh.
Spicy.
Oh.
Jeez. Oh, ouch. No, just stop. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Rehaul.
Oh. 10 seconds to spare. Oh, that's, holy crap.
Yeah. Yeehaw. He did so good though. Oh,
He
looks
did.
so
Oh my
sad.
god, if he just stayed further away, man.
Yeah.
10 seconds. He could have to run away for 10 seconds and won.
They're like, clean him up. Yeah. She be that way sometimes, man.
I'll they
wild.
replay that.
Yeah, they will. We're gonna watch the interview, and then we'll get to the next one. But yeah, yeehaw! Look at him. He's like a seal. He's like, I did it. I ate penguins.
Oh.
Yeah, big hands, man. That's what I mean. Like, some of them just have strategy too, right? Like, some of them will just like gas you out and then like come at you full force right at the end. You never know. Was he tired? Was he faking it? We'll never know. We'll know. We'll know when he talks about it. Like a Pez dispenser. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, he's out.
Indeed, he does. They said he has that break your face open type power. That's what that was. This is why. Adorable.
That's crazy.
Yeehaw.
He was getting clapped the entire time.
Oh, there he is.
Huh.
My balls was hot. Puts them back on.
I mean, I guess you just need to cool him off. As a man, I can relate to that feeling. I don't know if I do it as well. I wrestled in like a singlet, so I can't really say too much.
Middle of the octagon. Oh, jeez. Look how happy he is, though, after that one.
Yeah, he noticed. He saw it right away.
Yeah, he was like, that's it.
They have a good like inclination of how much time is left, right?
Yeah.
They can see like a timer somewhere.
There's like a, you'll hear it, there's like a tap that happens at 10 seconds. And usually those last 10 seconds, they just go full send. Like, they just do stuff. Especially last round.
Yeah, of course.
She. Oh, he's adorable. Look at him. Cute. What are your thoughts on that first one?
I was like quickly like turning on Derrick Lewis. I didn't. He just looked kind of weak. Like obviously, like you can saw the scoreboard. The other guy definitely had it for the last 11 seconds. And obviously, like he pulled it off, man. He overcame. Like obviously that like it's even better when you can overcome like a tough opponent. Like the other guy, I didn't really think was that tough. Well, I shouldn't say that, but like his
Heavyweight UFC
poise
fight.
like came like across. Yeah, his poise kind of came across like he was laying it on a little thick, but
Mm.
I felt like he was, but like he was kicking his ass. He was kicking his ass. I think if he had just been a little bit more defensive at the end, he would have won. But yeah, Derrick Lewis pulled it off, and he didn't. He pulled it off against like tough competition. So
Yeehaw. I'm glad you liked it. um, so yeah, one of my favorite fighters. I just think he's great, both in the octagon and out of the octagon. Go Derrick Lewis and Volkov. Yeah, it's great. Everything's great. Do we want to move on to the next fight?
yeah, let's do that.
There's this whole pre thing. Okay, we'll watch from the Febreze commercial or whatever it is. It's at 1:49:18, I believe. There's like the pre-entrance stuff. We'll get through.
1:49:18.
Yeah. And then we're basically just gonna watch till the end.
Okay, I'm good.
Alright, you do countdown.
Okay, ready?
Hold on. I'm almost ready. Hold on. I was like, I kind of want to read out the info on it, just so that we have the info on it, because then I try to do it during the thing, and then it doesn't work at all. Sorry, guys. We're still figuring out the, like, the format, so half of it is just shit, and it's more about I'll figure out what format I want to do, and then Ryan just, like, does this thing. So.
What even is my thing?
Yeah, you're good at it. Can we see the card? Is that a thing? Don't fucking give us the card. Anthony Pettis versus Tony Ferguson. This is what we're watching, and it's the co-main event. Lightweight bout. Let's fucking go. Do you want to count down?
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Two people in a bathtub? Sorry, a people and a dog in a bathtub? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, well, it was.
Okay,
That was
cool.
soccer.
Just checking.
I thought it was a cool little jingle.
Okay. Oh no. Oh. Flip flop. Yes, I'm still here. I've been gone for 2.5 seconds. Like, relax. So needy. Still T-Mobile Arena. Obviously.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it the same show? That'd be weird to go to another place.
Could you imagine they just teleport? Different location. I still have to fix the foot on my Murloc.
What?
My Murloc broke. Remember I told you about that like clay Murloc that I have attached to my microphone? I'm pretty sure I've had it since the last time I was doing this whole streaming situation. And it keeps breaking because I knock it into random stuff.
Oh,
And I have to
what?
keep gluing it back together. Yeah, rehaw. These guys are spicy. So remember how I was talking about how the different weight classes, I like really love heavyweight fighters because it's a lot of mass to move really, really quickly and stuff. Lightweight fighters are completely different, where they move quickly. They move super quickly, so they're able to do all sorts of crazy shit. But they're obviously smaller, so it's not the same kind of weight that they're throwing around. But they're like, it's just really cool because every time you watch fighters, depending on their size and composition and whatever, they all fight completely differently. But they all, fucking get it done. So it's different. Tony Ferguson also top. GFL 2 he was supposed to be fighting at. Ignore that air quote. We shall see what happens. They still want to do it, so I'm sure it'll happen, but gentle promo for GFL 2. It's a global fight league, and they're basically getting, like, everyone to fight in it. Like, they have different regulations than UFC and a lot of the other leagues, but they're just starting to get off the ground now, so it's, like, taking a minute. But
Right.
there's so much potential in that because they, like, in theory, if it's, like, completely unregulated, well, like, not completely unregulated, but less regulated, they can put, like, I don't know, maybe co-main stuff? That'll be, within regulations, pretty interesting for me, at least. Or, like, other fighters and blah, 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 blah. So I'm stoked to see where that goes over time. But I feel like it's going to take a while to... But just like Power Slap, people had issues with Power Slap when it first came out. Like, fucking everybody... People had issues with the UFC when it first came out.
Of course.
Silly. Which one is this? I still want frosted tips. Maybe I'll get frosted tips. Shape my head, get frosted tips. It's an idea. My smoothie has berries, spinach, some squash, seeds,
That sounds very healthy.
turmeric, an apple, and that's about it. Water.
That's what does that taste like?
Like fruit smushed together. This is not the grossest one. I've put barley in my smoothies before because fiber. I've put potato in there. I used to juice every morning.
Okay.
Oh, we used to put sweet potato in it, but we just don't have the sweet potato now. It's good for you.
Sweet potato's good.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Well, okay, so when I was juicing, like juicing, there
Oh,
I would put like a
steroids?
small potato. No, just juicing juice. Pretty sure everybody around me was doing steroids at the time. I was like, I don't want my pee-pee to get small, guys. I don't have a pee-pee.
I was gonna
It's
say.
like 18 plus stream, relax. But yeah, it was a good time. But now we do smoothies, and it's just a really easy way to get all that fiber and nutrients into you without actually having to eat like a cup of blah blah blah. So, yeehaw. I can't imagine getting any kind of like body surgery and then just like returning to like fight people.
I get it.
He's different. He sure does. I get it though. Big stretch.
Yeah, I need to go to the gym and get some stretches in. Yeah, I
Yeah.
only went once this week so far, which I'm kind of annoyed by. But it was a good one.
Oh, that's better than nothing. What are your thoughts? Do you know of Tony Ferguson? I'm assuming you do.
Nope, never
No.
heard of them.
Okay, cool. Yeah. He's one of the, like, big names, especially of ye olden days. He's one of those guys that will, like, just continuously go in and just keep fighting. Like, it's his thing. It's his, like, passion. It's his whatever. And he'll just, like...
Is that all?
Well, no, because like some of them are fighting for their family, some of them are fighting for like the story that they have, right? Like, because there's a lot of fighters that make it from like other places around the world that like are here to spread some kind of message, like through their journey, right? Some of them will like fight up until a certain point and then go and be with their family or like whatever. He has like family and stuff, like he's got a wife and kids and all that shit. But some of them, this is like their passion, like fighting itself is their passion. So Tony's definitely in that category, where the performance, the whatever, but or some of them are like in competition, right? Like, and this is a competition for them. It just depends on the fighter and why they're there. But I always appreciate an artist.
Yeah.
It's true.
Fighting do not count as far as I'm concerned.
I'm really glad we have UFC.
Yeah.
Just very continuous. Sometimes they'll fight and I'm just like, I don't like that I weigh more. I don't weigh more than him, but sometimes I'll be like, I don't like that I weigh more than a UFC fighter. That makes me sad.
No, I weigh a lot more than a lot of the UFC fighters, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, sure. But you're also like a 6-foot-something man.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at him.
But they probably still like clap me. I'm not even gonna.
Fucking knows what he's doing. Leon it was. Why not?
Oh. Like, I like mocking him the way it dances.
That's so crazy. Like, could you imagine? Some of them fight on, like, broken hands. Some of them freaking, I don't even know, man.
Oh.
Like, could you imagine? And then getting kicked in it, and then it, like, makes it worse? Unhinged.
I've wrestled with them here before.
Wait, who am I even working as? This one? Yeah, okay, cool. Months. Like, could you imagine fighting?
Yeah, I could, well...
Really? I'm still, like, nursing
like,
a foot injury like a baby.
I get, like, the passion driving you forward. Because it's like you have some of that when you're wrestling, too.
Yeah, right? I feel like wrestlers definitely have that.
Well, they definitely. I think it's better now, but a lot of, especially in the '80s, like they would like have like broken legs and still wrestle.
That's crazy.
Because you didn't wrestle, you didn't get paid.
Yeah.
So you have like guaranteed contracts that they have now.
Because they also, like, would fight, like, every night, right? Or, like, wrestle every night, right?
They would go, like, over 300 nights a year.
That's crazy.
Like, well over.
What was the overhand? Cannot remember what it is. No. Is it both? No. Yeah.
Oh. Look how quick these guys are.
I know, right?
Like, the camera's struggling to keep up with them. It's so funny.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? So it's like you either like the smaller weight categories are so much faster and there's so much more action and stuff, but the bigger ones, when there's action, it's like deadly. I mean, they're all deadly. I don't know, they would all kill you in a back alley. I mean, they wouldn't. They would never do that. UFC fighters have really good. I mean, many fighters have really good self-control and emotional control because you have to for stuff like this. So they would never do that. For those that don't know, they would never freaking do that. Don't put that out there. But if they were like a spooky man, you know.
Yeah. If they wanted to, they could. Is what you're saying.
But they don't.
Most of the time.
No, if they were like the type of person that does that, which they're not, then, you know, I'd be scared. But I feel like it's kind of hard to both be part of a gym and be part of that kind of community, because you know, you have to train with other people in order to, ooh, that was fancy. It's kind of hard to be part of that kind of community and then also just like, you know, this and that, because there's so much communication and there's so much like respect and sportsmanship that happens within gyms like this.
Yeah.
And it kind of teaches you to be more of like in control of your stuff and in control of blah 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 blah. The times that you hear about something going wrong is usually CTE related, right? Where like you have so much brain damage to your brain that like it just turns off, and you know, reptile brain or whatever. I know, spicy, right?
Why does it start ticking out?
Because he stops right away, right? Like when that whistle blows, they're done. They're like completely different people. It's just wild. I love it. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I love when the fighters stop fighting each other.
It sounds like... But this is a spin. Spin. Spin.
Ooh. What was that cutie?
I know, right? Freaking girls. I mean, y'all are beautiful ladies. Congratulations on your aura. I was like, what can I compliment? Oh, spice.
Oh, what?
There's that spinny thing I kept on trying to do. Oh, Jesus. My lord.
Oh my god.
What's bleeding? His nose? Where's all the blood coming from?
Yeah, for real. I can't even tell. I think it's a guy on the ground who's cut.
I think it's his nose or his mouth or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is why I was asking you how if they bleed in WWE, because like when they bleed in UFC, you like kind of know where the blood's coming from. Like, I mean, eventually you know where the blood's coming from, not immediately. But when they're bleeding in WWE, that's where my question was. Where I was just like, how are they? Sorry, those are children. How are they getting hurt? Because I can't imagine it's like actually by accident.
Well, sometimes it is by accident. What happened?
Yeah, but I mean, like they don't break their hands and shit, right? On
They
purpose by
can.
accident. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Like,
but like,
people have broken their hands, and like people have been like cut open, like by accident.
but it's not like supposed to be part of it. Is what I mean. You know what I mean?
Well, they sometimes when they do have blood, it is supposed to be part of it. Like it's just like it's for like a blood feud.
Okay.
Like they'll have a wrestling. Like, it's what's called blading.
Yeah, but they like that's what it is. So it's either like bladed or it's an accident, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, it's supposed.
They're not
I mean, there's one
expected
example of like
to.
one guy like cutting someone open the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
There is an example of that. I should actually show you that match. That would
Mm-hmm.
not be a bad one. Yeah, there is one example, but there aren't many of that because like it is supposed to be like contained.
Yeah. Right. Wild. Look at that blood just like going down his back. That's fucking crazy. Let's switch these fighters.
They're so quick.
Yeah. I love when they do that. They do that whole like walking thing. It's great.
I like this guy. He had like all these rolls and stuff too. That was insane. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. He's got him.
Yeah. Oh, those are big.
Yeah, guy in the corner that's hurt. Oh,
Dude. Wild.
oh my God! There's so much blood.
Right? Just covered in it. I feel like with him, there's always a lot of blood.
Yeah.
So spicy. He's a very spicy fighter.
Oh my God! He's just like.
Holy shit!
That was almost so sick.
That was cool. Oh, rough.
But he won that. He won that round.
Yeehaw. Harley Davidson.
I've never actually been on a motorcycle.
You've never been on a motorcycle?
Never.
Oh, interesting. I totally thought you would have been.
Nope.
Huh. I've been on a motorcycle a few times. I tried to get my motorcycle license, but I am not cut out for it. I'm not cut out. I'm not cut out for. Well, that's a lie. I'm not. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not cut out for driving like sports bikes. It's just not my thing. I'm not. I don't like. I like the feeling of being in a large box or on a cruiser. I'm cut out for cruisers, like big, clunky, heavy things, so I can just like sit on it, cruise, have a good time. I'm not like. I've just never been the dude, girl, whatever, that like wants to go on the any kind of sports bikes or any kind of whatever, like jump or whatever. Like I'm down to watch it. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool, but it like doesn't get my rocks off. So didn't really get it because I don't know, you know, sometimes I will like self-sabotage. It's a great time.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, but I will go for it again, and I want to get like my motorcycle license so that I can get on a cruiser. I think that was 3 rounds.
What? Am I tripping?
We'll find out in literally several seconds when they announce it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they only did 2 rounds.
Yeah, me too, for some reason. We shall see.
Oh.
Yeehaw. Shit. Look at me, guys. I'm definitely getting better at this. I can do like a jab cross. I am. It's like slow progress, but we're getting there. Oh, that was cool. Okay, we can do that, right? Jab. Spin, jab.
So it's over.
Spin, jab.
What the heck?
Spin.
Why did I think it was second
Spin,
round?
jab. How do we do the back fist?
Oh, it is round 2.
Ah. I see. I guess he wasn't defending himself anymore.
What's the TKO? I guess like it's an injury.
Technical knockout. So he didn't knock him out, but I guess doctor stoppage kind of injury. So he doesn't lose consciousness, but it's a knockout. Or when they
What is it?
Huh? I don't know. It might be copyrighted. Yeah, it might be. Maybe it's like copyrighted by YouTube or whatever. Sometimes that's their programming. If the clip is copyrighted, they will just it just mutes it out. It has this like new crazy AI that just mutes out just the thing that's copyrighted. It's incredible, and then it like leaves the rest of the sound, but it's a muted sound. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. So they've probably copywritten the what he says.
Well, I'm gonna go take a little piss break.
Yeah, yeehaw. Okay, we're gonna put the BRB thing on. We'll be back in like a few minutes. Bow, bow. Greetings, friends. We've returned. Yeah, we're gonna restart from 220, and it's just our last bout. This is Khabib versus McGregor. We'll see what happens.
Sweet.
You want to do countdown?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeehaw. Cool. I'm so excited to see this. I'm sure I've seen it,
I think you are.
but
This is one of your favorite fights of all time.
it's one of those greatest fights of all times. Also, it's Khabib. We love Khabib. We're gonna do.
Yeah,
we're gonna.
McGregor's the last like megastar I'm very aware of. Well, I know Strickland, and I know Khabib.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sure you know McGregor. I'm sure you might have heard Khabib. It depends on how much, whatever. Sean.
But like,
yeah.
I remember going to watch McGregor versus Mayweather at Boston Pizza.
Oh, I thought you meant like live. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. I was gonna say something. Yesterday, Thursday, I was gonna do. Yesterday. I was gonna do a Khabib like doc kind of thing. Whatever. We're gonna just kind of like go through a bunch of the fighters and do the thing. But then I decided to do the UFC 314 countdown because that was more relevant to today. But one of the next UFC get to know UFC Thursday situations, we'll do the Khabib thing.
Yeah, next Thursday it's WWE time, and I got the match for you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And also Monday we have Monday Night Raw. This is the last Raw before WrestleMania, so you know they're gonna want to pull out all the stops to get people to want to tune in to WrestleMania.
I'm excited.
You're gonna watch WrestleMania? It's next weekend. I unfortunately won't be watching with you, but I think you.
Where are you watching
you
again?
owe it to yourself for that. It's on Netflix. Oh, I'm going to my friend's house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do a solo stream. I'll just sad watch the entire time. I'll just cry.
Yes.
We'll put up with like a Ryan.
Text everything, every question you have.
I will. You know what? I will. Me and chat will just text you the entire night. I'm working on this spinning situation, guys. Clearly don't know how. I don't like it when they get all bloody in the face. It really stresses me out. Aww. Young Rogie. Spin, punch, jab. Nope, that was a kick. Is it the other one that you're supposed to do? I don't know.
Shit. How's your game going?
You know what? Again, I'm learning. I'm working on the spin thing. Yeah. You know what? I know how to hold the controller now, which is like a win for me. We started with me not being able to hold it, you know, like upside down and all that shit. So this is impressive.
Upside down.
You know what? Just let me be.
Okay.
I am girl. And get all the practice that some of us got.
No. World of Warcraft.
Shh. They don't know that. No, I just. I tried. No, but I just haven't played console, so you know it's fine. I still don't technically have a console. This is connected to my PC. It's not real. This is actually beta testing. You know, everybody come and beta test. UFC, EA Sports, UFC 5, cloud gaming, PC comes free with your
I thought they're advertising UFC 3 here.
Ultimate Pass. Yeah.
Oh, that guy looks like he's about to die.
Dominate his opponent. Crush opponent. Smash everyone.
Of course, it's gonna be a title fight.
How does he do the back fist? I wanna fucking know. Okay, screw it. We're practicing with this one, but then we'll do the other one. Because he spins, right? And then it's supposed to be that arm.
He's so funny.
Oh, okay, sorry, for context, there's been so much build up to this fight. They kept, remember how the other time I was talking about how there's, like, bad blood where, like, they're just talking shit, and then they get to the octagon, and then they fight it out, and then they're fine, and then some of them just, like, don't do that, and then some of them have, like, crazy beef, and then they fight it out, and then it's still beef? This is one of those situations where they've had so much beef leading up to this. I don't know if the bus situation, I'm pretty sure it was before this, but there was this bus situation where both parties were trying to, like, leave or something, or they were, like, showing up to a thing. They might show it here. And then Connor's crew, like, flew in to, like, fuck with Khabib's bus. And they threw, like, a chair through it or something like that. Is it this? I don't know. And they hurt, like, one of the team members, like, outside, which is, like, a big no-no. Like, you're not supposed to take all this stuff outside the cage. Not very sportsman-y. But, like, this is fighting. This is what happens.
I know McGregor's lost his mind recently.
Yeah, I think it's like money and power really changes people, especially when you go
to the head.
Down certain, well, yeah, obviously CTE, whatever, brain damage, but like, there's like people that, huh? This is walkout. But yeah, there's just like people that get into positions of money and power, and then they just like completely lose all their morals and think that they can get away with anything, and you're like, was that inside of you all along? Did you want it, like, you know? So
power definitely brings it out.
Gotta work on yourself just as much as you gotta work on your craft, guys. Spin, please. Clean up them fighters. Yeehaw. He's a really good showman, though, you know? Like,
oh, 100%.
If y'all just, like, don't fuck around, like, it's not that hard to just boundary, guys. There's a boundary, just don't cross the boundary. Just be ridiculous, but just...
I don't know, man. I can't even talk crap because I've never been in their situation, so I don't know how I would act.
I mean, it's a lot of pressure, right? It is a lot of pressure, but it's like, it's just like when you're under a lot of pressure, like, it's just not an excuse to make bad decisions or whatever. I get it. And also, as long as you want to remain in that position, right? Like, if you don't give a shit, do whatever you want.
I mean,
you'll get knocked out eventually. Hmm?
How long ago was this? This was 2018?
2018,
right?
Yeah, so seven years, holy shit. Getting
fastest
finish.
13 seconds at UFC 194. That's crazy. That guy really believes he's the real deal. Huh. The Vince McMahon walk.
Yeah, this is. I have like a. There's a sticker from this.
He got that walk from Vince McMahon. He said it was inspired by him.
Huh. What's the story behind the walk? Like for Vince
It's
McMahon?
just like a really arrogant walk. Like I'm the freaking man. Like I have the biggest, you know what, in the world type of walk.
Yeah. Interesting. I'd like to see more of that. I'd like to see more of his stuff too. Um, do you kick from a spin, or is it just? I mean, I guess you could, right? I don't know. Maybe.
This is so like over the top. This is like pro wrestling.
Well, this
Like
is the.
there's a lot of like influences from pro wrestling UFC definitely took.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, this is like the main bout title fight,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So they pull out like all the bells and whistles. I was just
That's
trying
why I
to.
can't wait to show you Undertaker because if you like this like type of elaborate like entrance, you'll love Undertaker.
Sorry, I'm getting into the intro song. You still hear this? Ugh. Anyways, whatever. Return home. Love Khabib. Anyways,
What is with that hat?
it's like a traditional hat, Dagestan, etc., etc. Like Georgia has them too, etc., etc. But they wear them. Like you see the men of hierarchy, whatever, wearing them, and so like they'll have different hats for different, whatever. Just imagine he's coming out in like a crown type deal, but also
Gotcha.
warrior,
Like
whatever.
a Russian friend.
Well, this one's like specifically towards the Caucasus area because, again, Russia's like very large, and there's a lot of different.
It's the largest country in the world.
It's very large, and it borders a lot of different like other countries that are culturally part of it. Like Russia's a big cultural melding spot, so this is like Caucasus region. But you have to think about the way that these cultures come about. There's a lot of just like horsemening and whatever, like the main, oh look, his baby Islam, around. So it's just like depending on the animals and depending on, you know, the trade routes and whatever, what you're doing trade with, that's where you're gonna have. So that hat's made out of whatever that hat's made out of. Whereas like if you go towards Kazakhstan, and whatever, you have like different types of furs and different types of birds and stuff like that, so their ornamental wear is going to be made out of other things. But like furs and fur related thing is usually a pretty big deal. Those I'm pretty sure are just like part of the whole Kazakh or Caucasus, whatever region.
Right.
Kazakh, yeah. They remind me of like the. Let's Google it.
What's the temperature today?
Papaha.
What?
It's called a papaha. Worn especially in Dagestan and Chechnya and other regions, such as the Northern Caucasus, made from sheepskin or caracal wool, with the furs on the outside. It's tall and cylindrical shape. I'm pretty sure like there's different heights for it and stuff like that. I feel like I've seen, I just don't know if they're all together. Represents Dagestani heritage and warrior roots. There's like a whole outfit that they wear I'm pretty sure on a horse. They don't just walk around, but yeah. So Khabib is 30, Conor is 30 here, 5'10" versus 5'9". I didn't know they were that height. 155 versus 154.5, and a reach of 70 for Khabib and 74 for McGregor. I have like. After winning his fights, Khabib would wear the paha to dedicate his victories to his father, his people, and his faith, further embedding the hat into his personal brand. But yeah, it's like a.
That's what I like. I've definitely seen that hat.
Yeah, it's like a warrior thing. The last fight it was what was it? Who was it against Merab? Merab was fighting. We just did this. Let's see, UFC 313. Versus Umar, and they were both wearing it because it's relevant to both cultures, and it was just really funny because one of them's from it's Dagestan versus or like Russia versus Georgia, but they're right next to each other. But there's a lot of inter-issues, obviously, when you're on a border. Like it's a whole thing.
Right. This should be a good one.
So don't forget your snacks. I'm just catching up to the sound for myself. Do 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 do. Back on that.
Oh, McGregor's the underdog here. What is wrong with this guy?
But you can feel the power getting to his head here already, you know what I mean? So, like, are we that surprised what happens 7 years later? Like,
No, not at all.
nope.
He's getting booed to all hell. I guess they really hate Russia.
Hmm?
I guess they really hate Russia.
Hate? Who?
The fans were booing Khabib.
Yeah, I mean, but it's also just because he's like every time. So first of all, their camp produces an insane. Not at this point. They were probably producing them quite early on. They produce an insane amount of like highly competitive fighters, and every time that somebody from Dagestan comes in, they just like demolish their opposition. The reason for this is because of cultural ties and because of the way that Dagestan is like functions within the entire country and the seriousness at which people take their training there, right? Like all they do is train. So you're obviously naturally going to produce like really good fighters. And they don't do anything but train. Like they take their like mental like commitment to their sport and to their whatever their career, whatever they're doing very seriously. So like you're gonna naturally produce people, if you're dedicating your entire life to it, that's gonna be better than somebody that's like dedicating even 95% of their time and the 5% they're not. So a lot of times they end up booing just because they're fucking good, especially for Khabib, who doesn't have a single loss, right? Like Khabib is at 29-0 when he retires. So people are like, boo the guy. And you're like, fuck off. Yeah. Oh, but okay, so that was the interesting thing I was going to say when they were talking about reach. If you look at Khabib, the way that he's shaped, he's very like big here, like chest wise and stuff, but then his arms are like not as long as the other fighters. he's shaped differently as like a human being. And I think that because his arms are like probably like really strong and his like upper body's really strong, like he just has the ability to go in and out. He's both like physically, uniquely. Oh, this thing. I love this thing. When he does this thing, the whole snake thing, he like pulls them out and then just like fucks them up. Snake. Smash snake. But yeah, I think he's just well shaped and well trained as a person. I'm pretty sure they haven't ever seen, at this point, they had never seen Connor in this position.
Right.
And so it was like really weird to see him in such a submissive space. But yeah. That leg thing, fuck yeah.
Oh.
A lot of them also are trained to fight, like, when you are in a fight, you're fighting, like, for your life kind of thing, and I feel like that also makes a really big difference.
He's trapped him.
Yeah. It's quite incredible.
He's getting his leg out, though.
Eh. Wild.
Oh. Oh.
Also, because he, like, he's taking a really technical approach to this fight, right? Like, he has, see how they have, like, they have plans and they have steps of what they're gonna do for each round and for whatever. So sometimes, like, they will just be, like, super, like, quote-unquote boring in the first few rounds. And they won't do anything, and then, like, they'll explode in, like, the last few rounds or whatever, or, like, take a wave of it.
Oh, got it. Got that leg. Got that leg. What is he?
He's just tiring him out. He's just, like, fucking with his head, basically. Nobody check Connor Grappling. Yeah. Because, like, this is exhausting for the person on the ground, right? It's like, they still have to, there's still so much energy that you're expending trying to, like, resist. And so if you tire them out enough, then during the last few rounds when you stand them up, you can just, like, it's tiring for Khabib as well, too, but, like, he can just, like, wail on him and, like, I guess he'll have, like, a lower defense. It reminds me of what happened with Alex and Ankalaev. Like, he just put him on the fence, and he, like, a few UFCs ago, last one? I think it was the last one. Where he, like, put him on the fence, basically, and just, like, kept him there and kept him, like, struggling for the first 2 rounds, and then, like, went at him in the last one or whatever. It's just a very effective tactic, but you have to be able to get them on the ground and have good wrestling, which, again, Dagestan specializes in, so. But also, they need to keep themselves humble. It's not all peaches and cream. Umar did lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and then, is that end of round 1? Yeah.
Yep. He looks a little gassed.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, he just, it makes him tired.
Yeah, I can tell the mentality from a 5-round fight and a 3-round fight are 2 entirely different things.
Right? Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like there's so much fighting involved in UFC, but there's also so much, like,
There's strategy.
so much psychology. Yeah, so much strategy. So it's like you gotta be able to do both. Again, this is where my whole Ilya thing comes in, where I'm just like, yes, he's a really good striker, yes, he's doing a lot of stuff, but like, how is he going to hold up against the psychological like requirements of the situationship, right? And it's like, yeah, he's rising really, really quickly, but like, you guys haven't really, like, UFC itself hasn't really put him up in front of like chat, you know, and the crowds and whatever, and see how he holds up against that, and then how he holds up against like fighters that do fight more psychologically, or crews that fight more psychologically, like what's gonna happen. And if he just like tanks immediately, then like Riha, you had a really strong dude, but like it just vacates all the spaces again later. Worth it? Maybe. What does that show us? Oh, fucking. When Khabib like activates and he just fucks shit up, man. Eagle time.
Oh.
Right? Oh, we're back on the ground.
Oh, right back to it.
But see, that's what I mean, right? Like, it tired him out, and then it gave him that opportunity to, like, fuck shit up really quickly, and then put him back down, continue tiring him out. Rinse and repeat until you do that all 5 rounds, or whatever. It's incredible. Gorgeous. Oh, I thought he just, like, grabbed his throat there for a second. He's, like, everywhere, dude. He has such good body awareness. That's, like, one thing that I learned almost immediately with jiu-jitsu, is that, like, you have to be aware of where each of what you like, each of your extremities is, and then also be aware of where the extremities of the other person is, and then also have the foresight to figure out, like, okay, which direction am I going, what am I gonna do in order to, like, you know, submit or whatever. That was cool. That was really cool. See, he's, like, punching him in the ribs, and then as soon as, like, Connor moves his arms, he, like, punches him in the face. Like, you have to have the in-time ability to, like, recognize those things, and then, like, real time. Oh, hold on, you can hear him. You can hear him talking at Connor. And he just goes, let's talk now, bitch, and, like, punches him in the face. I'm sorry, again, 18+ stream, guys. We're allowed a few swear words.
There was one fight I saw, this was like years ago, like one of my old friends used to really like UFC. I remember, I think they were watching at my house, or I was there, I don't remember. But I remember, like, there was one fight, he had him, like, rounded. And, like, he had his guard fully up, so he just kept hitting him in the ribs till he drops his guard, and as soon as he drops his guard, he knocked him out. It was crazy. I'm like, that was really smart call.
Wow. Where was this?
I don't remember what fight it was. This was like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, okay. For a minute there, I was just like, that you just saw?
No. This was a fight, like,
yeah.
Way back in the day. It was an old friend of mine. I think they had, like, or a family friend. They had UFC on at the house, and that was the fight that I was in. I just, like, walked out the living room. It was on.
I'm excited that maybe we'll find that fight one day. You're like, that one.
Maybe we will. Yeah, I'll know it when I see it. That's the thing. But I have no.
You can't toes. He's literally put his toes right back in the cage.
Oh my god.
Send me Dagestan 2-3 years, guys. And forget. Just never comes back. I will be a Dagestani rock. It's all good. I always wanted to live in Makhachkala, like, before all this. I don't know why. It's like a little fishing town. Well, like, you know, and it's nice. There's, like, these, like, French doors that they have back home, and it's just French doors and, like, to the water. It's a whole thing. Summer breeze wafting through. Smells fresh.
I could do for a summer breeze real soon.
Yeah,
McGregor
mountains.
Yeah.
It's nice. There's quite a lot of women in there. For a minute there, I thought that was Kim Kardashian. Khabib looks like he wants to kill him, though. I'm just gonna take my feelings out here. Right? Jesus. He really is like Eagle Bird. It's just crazy hands, man. Got a snack. Khabib's tired too. He does get tired. He is a person.
Yeah.
Is he though? He is.
Yeah. Adorable.
Well, Khabib's adorable, but also Khabib's like
Go on.
honorable. That's the word. Just pride, joy. He's like a really good role model, right? Like to look up to. So I'm grateful for him. Is that a new Ian Carey?
Ooh.
And he's also like not afraid to go in, right? Like sometimes, remember I was saying that just like you have to like, you know, you like punch and then you go in somewhere else, like you fake and then you do the thing. Sometimes people will just like not follow through with it because like, especially against somebody like Connor, right? Who's like deadly, like he is a dangerous human being. To commit to something like that, because if you fuck it up and he like catches it, right, he will hurt you, potentially knock you out. So like it's just not a lot of them have that commit thing, because if you do fuck it up and then you know, get hurt, etc. Yeah.
Why do you not have a guard up? It's crazy.
Yeah, they do at some point just drop it too. It's weird. Oof. Spicy. He's just waiting for him to do something so that he can take him down again, I think.
Oof.
And down we go. Oh boy.
Things don't look good for McGregor here.
Hmm?
Things don't look really good for McGregor here.
Oh my god, look at Islam. That guy on the right, that's Islam Makhachev. He's like the current lightweight champ. But he's part of that camp, and they, you know, he like kind of was the takeover for Khabib.
Take over, the break's over.
Yeah.
So,
He's so baby here.
I guess that's kind of cool, like when you go back and look like, oh, they were there, they were the cornerman,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, 'cause, like, they all train together, right? Like, for a lot of these people, it's, like, 20 years in the making, like, right? So it's, like, they all train together, they all do stuff to see them, like, then later on go on and succeed in their, you know, plans that they've worked on for 20 years is really, really cool.
Oh, went right into it.
Ooh.
Connor's looking better. Connor kind
Yeah.
of knows he needs to close it.
Well, yeah, this is his 5th round, right?
Not
Like,
one of them. This is fourth.
oh, his 4th? Yeah, 4th, but still, like, it's like he's lost now 3 rounds.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get a
exactly.
knockout in these next 2 rounds, like, he's basically just screwed. Like, if he doesn't both perform well in this round and try to get a knockout, he's definitely losing, right? So they get aggressive, and that's where people start making mistakes and stuff. So this is what Khabib probably wanted him to get to, is like to get him to this space so that he's now attacking more irrationally, and when you're attacking more irrationally, it's easier to like clip him in the side of the head or something like that where he's not noticing.
Yeah.
And that's where you put out most of your power and just like straight up knock him out. Or continue on with the tactic of tire him out, put him down, wait till the 5th
Well,
round.
you can go which way. Like, you can have a strategy, but if he's attacking irrationally, then, you know, counter as necessary.
Yeah, right. But when he's attacking irrationally, that's what I'm saying, is that like you can find more of those spaces that he's not defending where you can like do some pretty big damage. Like you have to break them down piece by piece, right? But it's much he also can go the safe route, right, and just continue doing this, because this is getting him points as well too, right? Like submission in the like dominance in the octagon earns you points, punching him in the face earns you points, blah 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 blah. So he could lose just by like being more dominant or win by being more dominant in the octagon, but obviously the crowd would rather see like blood and action and, you know, KOs and shit like that. So you're trying for both, but you also have to be smart about what you're doing, because like you don't.
You might have him submission. You might have him submission.
Is it? It looks almost. He's still breathing though, see? That's where I found it different from wrestling, because wrestling, it's like at some point you're like, oh, that's the submission, but here it's like you actually have to cut off their blood supply for it to be or pop out a joint, you know what I mean? Like that's where they But yeah, it just depends. It depends on what your strategy is. And like just tying him up is like a guaranteed win, right? Whereas like just kind of going after the cooler stuff is dangerous. He reminds me of a snake in this fight, like a python.
Yeah. Oh, you might have that choke. You might have that choke.
Ooh, yeah, there it is. And he's like, fuck you, no. But see, look, wait, he doesn't want to get off, and then he just, wait, and then he spits on him. Because they had this, like, massive feud, right? I think that's Connor's corner, too. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then he goes and yeah. Brian's face. So that doesn't happen.
Colt?
Generally, that doesn't happen.
This guy just jumps in the ring. What?
Now they're all just fucking each other up. Cool. Who even was that? Yeah.
Is that a corner man? I thought it was just the fan. No, it's a corner man.
No, it's the corner man. Because again, it was their entire team versus their entire team, and like not just like, you know, the fighter and the dudes supporting him. It was like all the fighters in this corner, and then they like clashed, and it was wild. And this is how it kind of ended with that, which is hard because Khabib and crew are usually known for being like very reserved, due to both where they're coming from, how they like fight, and also like religion. Obviously Connor is Connor and got a whole Irish spirit, which is very different. Yeah, but they had like a whole thing, so it kind of ended with this, but then also didn't. But I thought you'd appreciate that one.
That was crazy. That's some pro wrestling stuff.
Yeehaw. We'll listen to the interviews after this, and then we'll be done.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I wanted to see the announcement here.
Yeah. I just want to include the interviews too after thing, because it's helpful and whatever. But yeah. I'm pretty sure he got a suspension and something for that, probably a fine. I mean, Connor, yeah, that makes sense. Is that DC? Cause you gotta do the thing. DC. DC's like, just be a person. Is it? Or is it just a dude? Sir, turn around. Yeah. Please relax. Yeah. It's adorable. Yes, hold the heavyweight danger noodle.
Yeah.
She's like, stop, sir. We do not support unsportsmanshipy behavior. We also don't support unsportsmanshipy behavior outside of the ring, just in general. Don't fuck with each other. Just don't do it.
Ooh. Oh.
But Connor also said a bunch of like really crazy. I mean, again, like this is where like the shit talk comes in. Connor said a bunch of really crazy shit that Khabib's team like took very much to heart and seriously, and he said like not good things.
Yeah, I reckon like McGregor like brought it upon himself.
Yeah.
Don't like get that angry. It's like a normal fight.
Yeah, like they really went deep, but like also this is not how you act. You know, especially once you've won and like whatever. Oh, gotta give a big hug from Islam. This is why they're adorable. Look at them. They're so cute.
Yeah, that was so adorable when he jumped over the cage to start a fight.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, but adorable, not so much.
No, that was not adorable. That was not adorable at all. The hugging at the end. The hugging at the end, hee haw, but not, yeah, don't do that, guys. Not adorable at all. Dana's like, don't do this to me. Every time Bruce Buffer has like such cool jackets too. Fancy. Yeah. He said some shit about his dad too, which is like not. Spicy. I don't know what happens after this.
Yeah, throw an Irish flag at him. That's so funny.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see how it ends, but then we'll Google what happens with him, because I'm sure they put the belt on him after. And then what happens to the title? Because he gets suspended after this, but he now holds the title for the lightweight champion, right? So it's like, I don't know if it gets vacated after this, or we shall see. Yeehaw. Okay, so he's still champ, but I just don't know. I don't know how that plays out in the end.
$30? That's not a bad deal.
Huh?
$30 is not a bad deal for what seems to be a new game.
Yeah. Well, it's
You know,
20. It's 20 on for $20 for the unlimited like fighting pass, or the unlimited Xbox Cloud Gaming Pass for PC. It's $20 to play, and then it's like included with it is the UFC 5, and you can play that on PC. So it's very exciting. Yeah, let's see what happens to the belt. We shall see what the chat says. No. She's in the other room. She's in the office. Sorry, children. I am not mom, for those who are wondering. After UFC 229, Khabib Nurmagomedov was suspended for 9 months and fined $500,000 by the Nevada State Athletic Commission due to his involvement in the post-fight brawl. The suspension was retroactive to October 6, 2018, making him eligible to return by July 6, 2019. There was an opinion to reduce the suspension to 6 months if he participated in an anti-bullying campaign. Despite the suspension, UFC President Dana White confirmed that Khabib would not be stripped of his lightweight title. Khabib returned to the championship and successfully defended it one more time before announcing his retirement in October 2020. Following his retirement, the UFC lightweight title was vacated and later claimed by Charles Oliveira in May of 2021. So there's that. Not stripped, not anything, all is well. Just got fined $500,000. That's insane.
Yeah, retired. He left the belt, said, "Screw you, it ain't no comeuppance for y'all."
Exactly. So, what are your thoughts? Give us your feedback.
That last like 10 minutes of the pay-per-view was probably the best part, because that was intense. He just jumped right over the cage. Like, I could tell like Conor McGregor like said some crap. I don't know what he said, but knowing how McGregor is and like how Strickland was Khabib was like doing that, I knew McGregor definitely said some stuff that got under his skin a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was insane.
Cool. You liked it?
Yeah, I did, of course.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, super cool. I really enjoyed that too. I'm glad we got to see Tony and Derrick and everyone else. Yeehaw. Y'all can tell my favorites, obviously. But yeah, that was at UFC 229. I still can't say the words. I'm bad with numbers. It was fantastic. We'll be back on Monday, right? Monday we're doing Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
Yeehaw. Yeah. Thanks for coming. I'm just trying to think if we have anything else to yap about or whatever. Everybody watch UFC 314 tonight. I'm super excited.
Oh, yes, I think I'm going to watch that tonight.
Yeah. Definitely. We'll do a little update on how that went on Monday. But yeah, or I'll probably do a few lives on Instagram or something like that, or a few posts probably, maybe. We'll see. But yeah. Okay, I love you all. Have a good weekend. Have a good UFC night, and don't bully anyone, and don't attack people randomly.
Don't take fine $500,000.
Yeah, take your feelings out inside the gym properly. Okay, I love you all. Goodbye.
Peace.